On breakfast, you're on after breakfast. That's how it works, yes?
I think
That's
so,
how
yeah.
it works.
But we're one big team, so does it really matter? But coming up after you at 9:15 on the show today with news that the infection rate dropped by 60% in March due to the vaccination programme, the jab have now changed their minds about getting it.
And as the race to vaccinate the elderly continues, we meet them.
It's good that. Also on the show, whether you are young or old, age shouldn't get in the way of your ambitions. In fact, we'll be finding out why the very best time to try new things is when you're 70.
And as the final of MasterChef reaches boiling point, we'll be joined by host dreaming of a restaurant-cooked meal. Remember that? And to tell us why they'd like to ban balsamic vinegar.
See, I'm totally against this,
Fuming.
but I'm not going to argue with them because I've learnt my lesson in the past. I will be
Indeed.
polite. But if DIY is more your thing than cooking, that's why stripping was in the script today.
Plus, Neil Jones is back. You, all that and more at 9:15.
And just to confirm, that's after you at 9:15, after breakfast. That's when Morning Live will be on. Charlie.
Yeah, I've got a name for it. It could be a morning live breakfast mashup.
Oh, there
How
you
about
go.
that?
That would be
How
good.
about that?
A weekend special.
Social distancing wouldn't work though. It's just too many presenters, so we'll forget that. It's gone. We thought about it. We've rejected it.
Roller coaster.
Rather him than me.
I know, I can't do roller coasters at all. Well done, Dan. You're a good sport. Coming up on Morning Live today, with almost 32 million people now vaccinated and infection rates plummeting, we'll be finding out why take-up of the jab is now at an all-time high.
And before you make plans for a lie-in this weekend, hear why getting up an hour earlier every day sorry,
got the
could
cough
hold
back.
the key to feeling happier and being more successful.
Are you right?
Yeah,
Good. You've got a little break in a minute. Just stand by. Plus, we'll be going underwater in Northumberland. There you go. It's my morning
I've
ritual.
seen you do that.
Yeah. Hello, it's Friday. Welcome to the show. I was going to say, how are you this morning? But I think I know the answer to that.
I'm fine.
You're right.
Tickle in my throat.
You get
I'm
that sometimes, don't you?
I do, yeah.
It's a weird one, that.
Yeah. Over 300 million photos will be posted on social pages today alone. But are they all as they seem? Khloe Kardashian continues to cause controversy over one seemingly unedited snap. Well, today we're asking if you think all filtered and touched photos should come with a warning.
So I have to hold up my hand.
As the nation gears up for the final of the 17th series of MasterChef tonight, we'll be joined by Fov. And with eating al fresco about to be back on the menu, you won't want to miss their 3 simple ways to pimp up your picnic either. Right. That's number. If you've got a question or a comment about anything on the show today, you can get in touch in all the usual ways.
But before...
Remember, if you've got a question or a comment about anything on the show today, you can get in touch in all the usual ways.
But before... Last time you were on the show was talking about a brilliant campaign to encourage more black people to get the jab and there's been a fantastic result, hasn't there?
Positive about that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's a great effort.
Really,
yeah,
really
it was
incredible.
brilliant.
I mean, your job also focuses on health inequalities. Women's mental health has deteriorated twice as much as men during lockdown. I mean, why is that? And are you focuses on health inequalities? Women's mental health has deteriorated twice as much as men during lockdown. I mean, why?
Compounding that with the economic changes, instances of
Black women and the risks they face when it comes to childbirth.
is that we feel is contributing to these outcomes is so important, and there's lots of efforts. And
COVID has really shone a light on a lot of these inequalities. There are also big problems with blood donations too, aren't there?
in terms of increasing awareness, to just encourage people to understand the importance.
Let's quickly just finish with the Moderna vaccine. It's been in the news, have been a breakthrough in the fight to find a cure for AIDS. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Dr. Vanessa. Nice to see you. Thank you. Okay.
Now, coping with the pandemic has been difficult in so many ways, but those working and living in care homes have faced more challenges than most. I just love that. What a brilliant film. That lady all emotional there.
They care so.
That's great.
Lovely.
That's right. A study from Harvard University found that grit and determination doesn't actually peak until you're in your 70s. Author and host of the Power Hour podcast, Adrienne Herbert, knows all about this, and she joins us now. Good morning, Adrienne.
Morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So why are our 70s the perfect time to...
People trying to master the internet, computers, the mistakes people make when it comes to...
And what was it that inspired you then to start the Power Hour podcast and to write the book?
Going, isn't there?
Well,
Give us some tips on how we can make them so much. Congratulations with the book and the podcast.
And Adrienne's new book, Power Hour, which is based on her podcast, is available now.
Oh, what age you are? Well, actually, you probably have to be an adult to do it, to be fair.
Probably. Loads of us have been improving our homes and gardens over lockdown, and you'll be pleased to hear that William hates stripping. What on earth are we stripping?
In the morning. There are treasures. So, 4 simple methods.
Blowtorches expensive? Can you rent them?
Method is chemical stripping. That sounds like it's going to be a lot messier.
What about good old-fashioned...
Some furniture?
I've done some scrape.
Really think about all these different methods for what you're actually using.
Is your pet hate sanding?
Different techniques, depends on what you work.
Asking, do I have to use a prime...
Hannah is asking, how do you sand...
She's got a sanding question. Look out, sanding question. This has got a lot of you talking. Hannah on Twitter, I think if editing your pictures gives you a confidence boost, then why not?
Jane on Twitter, I'm 54 now and happy with my body, but growing up was torture trying to attain the perfect figure. It's damaging to self-worth because nobody can live up to a lie.
It's a conversation that will continue. Thank